Hey guys, what's going on? TM Skin here, and today I'm going to show you guys everything you need to know about your controls on Roblox. Now first, we're going to start, this is where the basis of all your controls are going to be. It's in the settings. You can either click here, or you can either press escape on your keyboard. Now if we go to settings, here, we'll start here, the shift lock. This is what everybody is wondering, what everybody asks me, is how do you like have the circle, like, you know, in the middle? I'll demonstrate it later. But right now I'm telling you, like, so how do you have the circle where it's like locked and you can strafe and stuff? So quick example, as you can see, if I want to move left, but I want to face this way, it won't work, right? So to do that is you go to your settings and shift lock switch. It should be the first one onto your settings. And what you want to do is turn that on, and once you hit shift, it's locked in. So now you can strafe left and right, and it'll be facing the direction wherever your mouse is facing. So I think it's pretty cool. It definitely has its uses, and you know, as for everything, they have their pros and cons. It can work in some games and it may not work in others. All right, so next thing we're going to look at is the camera mode. Now I'm set to classic. What that means is basically it'll be able to move wherever I move the mouse. So if you hold right click and move the mouse, that's how the camera is gonna move. Alright, you see that? But if you switch it to, let's say, the default classic and default classic is the same thing. Alright, so when we go to follow mode, it'll follow your camera where your character is facing. Yeah, you can see here, like, okay, I'm turning left, but when you go back, of course, it's not gonna do a whole 360, or I mean a whole 180, excuse me, but it'll follow where you're looking at. Alright, so that's definitely, like, you guys who have like tablets and iPhones, people who play on mobile devices, this is definitely what you're seeing. You're seeing, like, when you turn, and you'll see like where your person is facing. All right, so I'm gonna leave that at classic because I like classic. Now let's talk about movement mode. The default would be keyboard, and keyboard plus mouse, basically there's no difference. Okay, here's the default, and then keyboard plus mouse, they're the same thing. All right, but now, actually, I'm gonna demonstrate. Look, okay, so, wow, look amazing. Look at this. Look, mouse and keyboard. Wow, amazing. Okay, look, they're the same thing. Okay, this is what we all do. But I don't know how often. I've never seen anybody do this before. But click to move. So how it works is you click. Look, you see the little white dot. It's like when you see in many RPGs or many games. It's a click to move feature. And as you can see, your character just randomly jumps. As you can see, I'm not jumping. Your camera just randomly jumps, and it's actually pretty funny. So I would advise you guys to come test this out, because it's pretty darn hilarious. I don't know why he's jumping for no reason. Alright, so yeah, that's just some of the settings. As you know, mouse sensitivity, if you go max mouse sensitivity, look, oh my god, look, I'm barely moving the mouse and it's going so fast. So this is really good if you want to make, like, I don't know, like, I'll say like a montage, no, not montage, just say like a music video, Roblox music video. You can have a bunch of this. Oh my god, I'm getting sick. Okay, let's change that back to like 2. I like 2. Of course, the volume is, how loud you want it to be. Full screen, you have off right here. As you can see the bottom of my computer. You can also see the top. I like full screen on, just for recording, so that you don't have to see the outside parts. Also, let's talk about the graphics mode. Manual graphics. Basically, you set anything you want. Well, the lowest setting. See, we're on Roblox High School. Okay, start from the middle. All right. Look, see, look, everything looks pretty nice. Everything looks pretty decent. But oh my god, I still have clicking mode on. You see, look, I can click the. What if we go all the way up here? Can we do that? What will happen? Wait, where's he going? Guys, I'm not controlling it. Where's he going? That's so funny. I thought he'd be like climbing the wall, like Spider-Man, but. Oh, I guess okay. That's a bit annoying. If you like to right click and move around, that can be a bit annoying. So we're gonna change that back to the default keyboard. Alright, so let's talk about graphics quality. As you can see, it's in a medium right now. And look, everything looks pretty average, right? Let's try full graphics. Everything still looks the same. Let's do a comparison. Okay, this is full graphics. Here's the middle. Oh, see, look, everything got pretty grayish. I think that's less than middle. There you go, that's brighter. Alright, so it looks like graphics quality is depending on, like, the middle in the max seems like you can see as far as you can. In the middle, basically, is your render distance, how far you can see before it starts getting foggy. And can you see a change? Oh yeah, you can see the change. Look, see? And then as you go down, it gets foggier as you move far away. And then as you go lower and lower and lower, the rendered distance start basically non-existent, okay? Look! Dude, it's like I'm in a deserted wasteland. Let's start running. See, as you can see, look. See, look at this. Look at the quality. The render distance is so short. The render radius is so short, actually. It's a radius. Alright, so I definitely want to keep that at least, like, you know, average. But automatic, if you have like a low performance computer, automatic is definitely the best way to go, because it'll set the settings to the max performance for your quality of computer, so that it won't be so laggy. Alright, and performance stats, always default it's going to be off, but check this out. You have it on, you can see everything. You see the memory, the CPU, the GUP. Like, I don't know all this stuff. If you know what all these means, then leave your comment down below, because this is super confusing. I don't know. Look, if you click them, what the heck is this? Who needs this? I don't know, dude. I'm not a developer or anything, but performance stats, I don't know what any of these mean. All right. So thank you guys for watching. That's just some gist of how or what controls. A gist of what the settings are. Okay, I can't word it any more clearer. Right. I like the volume to be like, you know, 1-ish, sensitivity 2. Of course, you know, whatever fits your preference, okay? So thank you guys for watching. This is just settings, how everything works. Thank you guys for watching. Please sub to join the skin fam, you know. And yo, like the video, comment down below, and see you later. Have a great day. Peace out.